Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your love reading starting today on the 31st of March, and just for the very near future is what I'm asking about. I've decided not to put an end date to it anymore. I also changed the fact that I'm incorporating the number today, like the today's date. So 31, I just love numbers, and it's sort of how Source speaks to me, amongst other things. I just love the numbers and the meaning of it, and that each number carries a frequency. And somehow, some way, I just love to play with it, and I think it's gonna fall out perfectly together with your reading. So today with the 31, we have number 3, which is all about. And so it doesn't matter if you listen to this on the 5th or on the 8th or something like that. The vibration of the message is what I'm after. It's not particularly for this day. It's just a vibration. So number 3 is all about creativity, passion, joy, what you sort of invest in, where you put your focus, if that makes sense, where you put your energy. And it's due to your love story this time. And then we have the number 1, which is all about new beginnings, fresh new start, starting over, something like that. We do have the number 3 as a month as well. So there is an emphasis on 3, but I'm going to focus on today's date. So let's see, Gemini, what's going on for you specifically in your love story. Really? Let's just see here for a bit. I'm using the, where is it? Archangel Power Tarot cards. No, that's what I figured. Too little shuffle. I'm waiting for 3 cards to pop out. If you don't like the shuffling, please. It's like every card wants to join in. It comes out like every shuffle, but they don't, see? But they don't fully let go. So I've also incorporated how the shuffling in itself, there you go, is has meaning. So it's like everything wants a part of it. It's like you go full in, but at the very end you don't let go. Whatever that means to you. Could be a bit of a side note there, Gemini. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I won't fight it then. Wow. Oh, sweet Lord. Where to begin? Wow, the cards. Gemini, what's going on? Gemini, I can't remember your last reading. I shouldn't remember because I want to be current. I want to be like up to speed with the group that is here now. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's every person that was like in the last reading. And so whatever the strongest question, the strongest energy, like the pull from you guys, that's what's going to come through here. And my goodness. So we have strong emphasis on the number 1. So you might, and that speaks about pure alignment. So whatever is going on in your love life, it is pretty darn good. So if you're going to see the card in a second. If you're on your way out of a relationship, it is finally starting to be smooth. It's smooth, and it's a smooth exit. If you're single and you're looking for somebody, it's so in alignment. If you're already committed in a relationship, it is better than it probably has been for a long time. And if you're like separated from somebody, it's magnificent cards that is coming out here. So there's something around your love story that is just awesome. So the first card. So we have, I just want to say, with today's date, with the 31, we have there 1, and then we have yet another 1 in this card, and then we have 2 number 10s, which is also the 10 is like a 1 and a 0, and then we have 2 aces, which speaks about the 1, like ace 2, 3, 4. So if we choose to see it that way, which we can, which is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I think this has never, in the years that I've drawn cards for myself, for my friends, work-wise, this many number ones has not come out in a reading at the same time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. That was counting in Swedish. We have 5 number ones on the table, and then adding on with the number 1 in the date, today's date, we have 6 number ones. So it's such a huge new beginning for you. It's like, I want to say that you, we have an expression in Swedish that is svälj huvudet och byt kropp, which is doesn't sound very nice. Directly translated, it would be svälj huvudet och byt kropp. Swallow the head and change the body. And it feels like that's what you've done. You've completely, or about to completely shift everything you know about yourself. Everything you know about yourself and your love life. Wow. If you're attracted to this reading, there's something yummy for you coming. We just can't put it in any other way. We're starting with the Magician card. This little guy, the Magician. Have you heard of him? Don't ask, the program reverses the cards. So every card that comes out, you will see it mirrored, but I promise I will read out to you whatever I feel drawn to read into. And so we have the infinity sign there. It's the number 8. So there's something about eternity, the eternal love. The eternal love is making itself known to you. I feel so... Gemini, I think it's your readings that has been really on fire lately, and you're just such a strong community on this channel. Like, you're up there with around, I mean, that is a big difference in itself, but you differ between 10,000 and 20,000, 25,000 views on a video compared to other videos that still are just around like the 500s. So it's such a huge community with you guys. You and Virgo has just rocketed into something different. Like, there's the whole like on your own community within the community, which I love. I don't know why, but it has just turned out to be that way. And you're the magician right now, which speaks about you're dabbling with the rainbow energy, and the rainbow energy speaks about, and if you don't speak like chakra language or anything like that, just think of it as, you probably wouldn't be drawn to this channel if you weren't, but maybe you are. But like, so every energy center is in alignment within yourself, and the alignment is so in your face here with all the number ones. So the alignment is, you can't not see it, you can't not feel it. Like, the shift for you in your life in terms of your love, whatever's going on for you, you're in this energy alignment within your body, which makes you quite the magnet, like quite the attractionary. Is that a word? Like, you really are so powerful, so charismatic, so knowing who you are, knowing yourself, and put this in whatever situation you're in, whether you're single, whether you're separated, or whether you're in a committed relationship. Things are really working out for you at this moment in time. And with you have the divine help here. Is like you are the magician, but you're being backed up by like all the ancient wisdom, ancient trolldom, ancient, what do you say? Sorry, I can't find the English word for that. That is like, just, if the magician has a teacher, this is the guy. There's like a guy in the back there. He's your teacher, and they're coming through with your ancient family, your ancient knowing, wisdom. And there's something about this complete love, this complete feeling of, oh my God, I did not think it was possible to get to experience this type of love. And I mean, you could have the most precious person in front of you. You could have the most gorgeous, evolved, kind, empathic, you name what, like whatever is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous for you, person in front of you, and you might not see that because you're not there, because you're like in a different vibration, and so you can't perceive what they're about. But this is totally different. This is you sort of being able to perceive everything that's good in everybody, even though they themselves don't know it. You might see something in somebody who's like on a lower plane, mentally, vibrationally, and you're on a really high plane, and you meet the same person, and you walk away from that person, and you guys have a talk about this person, and one with a lower vibration, which is not you, your friend, let's say, is saying, oh, she or he, that was a bit like weird, she was annoying, or he was frustrating, or however that, you know, and you'd be like, oh my God, they were so lovely. Weren't they the most lovely person in the world? Like it's like you're like, you have a Jesus vibe. I know, I don't throw that around lightly. Like there's like the story about, I do reference to Jesus in the Bible quite a lot for not being religious and not having read the Bible. So take it lightly what I'm saying. But there is something about like in the face of Jesus, like in the presence of Jesus, illness could not sort of last because he was only seeing the good, that type of thing. So there is a Jesus vibe of you, which makes sense then, that you're only attracting from others what is in pure alignment with this gorgeous, gorgeous rainbow energy that you carry, this magician energy that you carry right now. So if you're in a committed relationship, you probably are attracting things from your partner. Maybe you're surprised that they even had, but it's because you've shifted into a different frequency, vibration, I should say, that allows for you to see this change in them. They had this all along, but now you see it because you're there. If you're single, you're about to attract the person of your freaking dreams. I hope it comes across what I'm feeling. The energy that I'm feeling around this is like, and it's like, here's the genie in the bottle. Sorry, the bottle that we all know, the story that the genie is in the bottle. And it's just standing there. It's like you're like, who needs a bottle? Who needs a genie that sort of is gonna grant my wishes when you're the magician? Like, who needs that? That's a bit old school. Like it feels like you're so in your element. It's like you're on fire, Gemini. And with the spiritual border, it's super, like you've so evolved spiritually. I feel like you're so in alignment with your higher self, with source. It's not even funny. And then comes Ace of Michael. So now we have two aces in a row coming out. Two aces. So the highest possible energy. And it's so gorgeous because it's being portrayed as a woman and a man. It can be like feminine, masculine. I know could be portrayed like whatever preference you have. So don't be discouraged. Don't feel like, oh, there's never an image to show my truth or whatever. I mean, these are two white people and it's portrayed as a woman and a man, and it's like the straight couple. But let's just use it for the sake of it, for the metaphor of it. But obviously, you know what sexual preference you have. You know what gender you're interested in. You know what color you carry. It has nothing to do with that. It's just a bit old school decks. I might look into that, actually. Anyway, Ace of Michael, Ace of Gabriel. So here is a woman and a man, and they're so like... the similarities of them, they're so the same vibe. They're such the same soul family, the same frequency. There's a lot about the mountain, like standing on this top of the mountain. And even though she's a bit more grounded, so this could represent, take it out ever it resonates with you. It could represent an air sign, and this could represent an earth sign. It doesn't have to. I'm just saying. But there's like victory, a victory feeling, like standing on at the top of a mountain. And even though she's not standing at the top of a mountain, she's even grounded, she's even down on earth. It's a very victory feeling around the whole, like around the whole vibe of her. And it's like you guys, they came out together, like smack down together. I feel if you're single, you probably have not met this person yet. It feels like there's a separation between you guys. It might be a separation because it is a separation, because you have met them before and you're in separation and you're about to meet them again. But if you're single, I do feel, and it could be due to the fact that you're so new and they're so new, that even though I want to say, whatever feels like not too long ago, like if you met this person 2 years ago or 3 years ago or something like that, even 1 year ago, it feels like you're so different today and they're so different today, but mainly you're so different today that even though you met before, they will feel brand new to you, and you will feel for sure you will feel brand new to them. It's like they already were invested in you. They already know what they're in for because they've known you since before. And then they're meeting you and they're like, oh my God, like I didn't think it could get any better. Like I didn't think there was a 2.0 version of you, but it certainly is. It's like top notch. It's on the top. We have 2 aces and you're both in your element. It's both, there's something about being in the right element. You're both you're like peaking, and I don't want to say peak in the sense that now it's all downhill from here, but you're starting to really step into your best energy. So the love the love frequency is so aligned. You're so in alignment with them and they're so in alignment with you. I feel like you might be single and you might miss somebody and you've no idea who you're missing. It's like you almost walk around and go, oh, I miss them so much. Like if I can just see them, you know, and then you're almost laughing at yourself because you have no idea who this person is because they haven't come in yet. But that's how palpable, obvious in your face this type of energy feels to you. And if you're separated, you know it even more, and it might be borderline frustrating. It's almost like, I'm going to compare it to sexually frustrated. Like there's a yummy feeling, but it's sort of tough when you can't engage in it, if that makes sense. Like there's nothing heavy about it. There's nothing sad about it. There's nothing, depressing about it. It's really, really nice, but it's a tiny bit frustrating because it's like you want it so bad and you're just not quite there yet. And if this is in your committed already relationship, I don't know what you guys are up to. Like, it is so strong. He's just all dressed in gold. He's like, and he's rustad, like he has his gears on. He's ready for the next step. He really is ready for the next step. And yeah, she's all golden as well. I get the Alps feeling. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. I want to read out on the bottom. On the Ace of Michael, it says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. The only thing that I would translate that energy into, this is just a gorgeous, like the feeling that you're feeling around this whole situation right now is just gorgeous. And you're allowed to have fear creep in. You're allowed to feel frustrated. You're allowed to just be human and feel your emotions, right? You don't have to be all perfect. But then quickly know that, you know, this is bound to happen. You're the freaking magician, and we have the Ace of Michael and the Ace of Gabriel, so it was always supposed to happen. It's like the highest thinkable energy. And so because it is so high, and because you're so expectant of it, it doesn't even matter that you're a bit frustrated. But know when those thoughts creeps in, or if you meet this person and everything's just being turned upside down for you in a good way, and you start to like, oh, I don't know, and you might want to, the Gemini that you are, you might want to, you're so out and about, you're so spontaneous in trying new things, being so multi-dimensional, multifaceted. But there's also this, what's about this element today? But there's also about this element that you are very much like liking to crawl into your shell and just stay there for a bit. If something's too far out, too new, too exciting, too far from the comfort zone, fear might creep in, and then to just like get this message that you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to doubt. This is just the most beautiful thing that is happening right now. And underneath underneath the Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. And it's so descriptive of this whole energy. And I mean, one is the orange. It's the orange color. And so to me, that is all about, it's like the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra from down. It really resonates with the number 3, because it's all about creation, passion, joy, inspiration, where you invest your energy. And so it speaks very much about this sacral chakra as well. So when this passion comes in, opportunity, inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder, this is, oh, it's just gorgeous, guys. And then we have the wheel of fortune, number 10. And it says, obviously, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. It is just so beautiful. It's just one thing after the other. So it says the wheel is number 10. For number 10 is all about completion. So if you complete it, and that's probably why you feel so brand new, and why you feel like everything is about to shift for you now, because the version of you is so brand new, and because you've completed something. So whether that is completed you being single, whether that's completed you being in a relationship and you know this is the end, whether you're been in separation, to the good thing, this is coming to an end. Like your single days are over. Being in the wrong relationship is over. Being in separation is over. It is just the thing that you don't want. Like you see continuation, because this is all about new beginnings. So we're stepping into the new with the wheel of fortune. So goody stuff is about to start to come in, and you must have felt it. If you haven't seen it, you must have felt it, because the vibration of it here, the energy is so strong. It's so strong. I just realized it. I almost have like the rainbow on the table. I'll show you guys. And like I said, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And it's the purple borders. It's all about the spirituality. It's all about how you've grown spiritually, how you're so in alignment with yourself, and truly knowing what you want. I think this time around, whether you're in a committed relationship or single, this time around, with this wheel of fortune, with like happiness and success coming in terms of your love and relationships, because of the completion here, and the number 1, like a new beginning, you so know what you want. And I feel like you don't have time for anything. You're not going to attract anything that is not to your liking because you don't have time for it. It's like you come to this understanding, you come to this place, to this point in your life where you're so in alignment with yourself. So it's so clear to you what is beneficial for you, if that makes sense. Like, let's not talk about your partner in a way that they're business, but you know what you're after, you know what you're seeking. And it's rather a feeling than, ticking all the boxes. Like that's just going to be fun to discover. That is like, oh my God, they do this, they are that, they are interested in the same things with that. They're, all of that. That's just going to be so interesting for you to discover. But it's going to be the feeling of it. And the feeling that you're after because the feeling that you just know because you've had too much relationship experience in your past to understand what it is, how it feels when it is just right. Okay? New beginnings, we have full circle, new circle, Wheel of Fortune. It's just, And then yet another 10. So we have a double completion. And when it's just a double completion, it's like, I don't think that you can end things twice. Maybe you can, but it's like, and it's not end, because if it was endings, we would have had 2 number 9s here on the table. This is a completion. This is something that has run its course. It is something that you're now ready for. There's more focus on the new beginning rather than the ending of it. So, and this is just gorgeous. We have a green border with Raphael here. So he speaks about like mending things, healing things, how you now have a healed heart, a healed situation. Whatever you've been looking for is coming in. We have the Phoenix rising there. So it is telling about how it has been a bit tough in the past with relationships. On the bottom it says, love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. I mean, I couldn't pull these cards if I tried. 10 of Raphael. I mean, it's like the most happy, I get like a Paris feeling. Let's go to the Eiffel Tower and just get married right now. It just is that romantic vibe. It's the kids running in the back, like playing with kites. It's very, I don't know. It's very, very like a romantic setting. And I don't know if that really comes through, but that is a rainbow. It might just look like a thing that's sweeping through here, but it's actually a rainbow. There's something about like the tiniest, so that might just be the little gap, the little pause or breather or time, or I don't know what to call it, between you being this complete. It's like you finished, it's like you went to kindergarten all the way up to, I don't know, high school, and then it's like you're finishing off the starting years. Like you've been probably 9-10 years in school, or even all the education you need, and now you're completing something, and then now you're off into now let's just start to, let's see if you, no, that's not a way of saying it. We gathered enough wisdom, information, wanting, knowing, due to your past with this Phoenix rising. I mean, it's just, telling how ready you are for this shift. If there's been several people that you've been with along the way, you shifted enough information. You understood what you needed in certain situation. You understood more what somebody else needed in their situation. It can just be the simplest feeling that you exchanged enough information. Like you come together with somebody, and it's almost weird sometimes. I've had this happen a couple of times where you come together with somebody, and you might already know that it's like, I'm not going to stay with this person forever, but it, you know, you want to go on a second date, or you want to go on a second coffee or something because it feels good, and so you want to give it a chance. And then it's like, yeah, it's going really well, and then it takes that one word or one sentence or one thing happening that when you just know, okay, that was it, no more for me, like I need to end it now. Like you changed or exchanged enough information, and so now it's time to move on, that sort of feeling. Then sometimes a bit, you know, if this is you being a bit longer in the relationship, that can be tough sometimes to move on, because now you might have kids in your life, and you might have whatever you have, so it's tougher to move on. But you just as well feel that the information is exchanged, and it's a completion, you know. Everybody has to feel this for themselves. Everybody has to like know where they're at. But other than that, this speaks about a new beginning. It's a completion of something. And now we're stepping into the new beginning with the Wheel of Fortune, with 2 aces, with 2 number 10 and 6 number 1. It's 6 number 1. So if I were to be a bit cheesy, I would say that the 1, if you're in a committed relationship, you're with the 1. If you're single or separated, the 1 is making themselves known to you. Look at the color scheme of this. Purple, blue, orange, purple, green. It's like, it's a beautiful display of color. So I get the feeling of the rainbow again. So you're so in alignment with this. I'm gonna just draw more cards in the extended and see where this beautiful love story goes. So if you're interested in following that, please come to the extended in the description box down below. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, listening, and I hope to see you back in a week from now. Take care, guys. Bye.